We're back. Hopefully. Okay, we're the syncing is good now. All right, we're back. We're back. All right. So
What's that?
so we gotta make sure everything's a-okay. He was wearing the entire time when it was on the scene. What do you think, Nick? There's no. Oh, sorry. I'm going really fast. There's no way I'm going to lose after coming this far. There's got to be an answer, and it's probably in the court record. And that's a hint. Okay, so what do we got here? We got the Silk Hat, symbol of Max's fabulousness, found at the crime scene. We're trying to prove it's not Max. We know for sure the hat, the roses, and the
Cloak.
the cloak. Okay, let's see. So there's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Unless I put it on the wrong one.
Yeah, because we put down the hat on the whole thing. It's like, the other three symbols were there, especially that silk hat.
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
Oh, great. Oh, man. For some reason, now all of a sudden the audio now sounds like it's in the background. What's going on?
I think this is as good as it's gonna get right now.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on.
Meanwhile, I shall do clown laughs.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. The audio's it could be worse. I'm gonna have to check to see when the music plays back in if that actually is affecting the stream itself or if it's just a me problem. I'm okay with it being a me problem only. All right. Wearing that night. You guys can hear me though, right?
I hear you.
Okay. Good. 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 Okay. I assume you said the line already.
Yep, that's
Okay.
it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No questions in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. X?
Why, Your Honor, yes there is. This is the most ugliest hat I've ever seen.
Penalty.
Why'd you do that, Maya?
Your Honor, this hat belongs on a clown. Throws it to the judge, and you're the biggest one here.
Okay, I think there's something happened with the audio. Let me see. I think I don't need to actually like affect the. Okay, hold on. Special sound. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, that's more like it. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I fixed it. It's something to do with my new laptop. I still gotta figure out some of the things here and there. Okay. Miss Von Karma. What exactly was the silk cat? Where exactly was the silk cat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means...
The silk cat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time, and he was on the scene.
Order, order, order. Mr. Curls?
Yes, Honor, please don't hurt me.
What is the meaning of all this?
Well,
You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in a court.
hey, That's not right. That's so hard.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Ah, man, that's coming from the judge of all people.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You don't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting above me, no matter how old I get, no matter how young.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
Batman. I saw him. I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He turned into a very little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
This guy has a family. Remember, this guy has a family. I wish to remind everyone. He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Dick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo,
What do you want?
you just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went. What do you mean? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection! This witness testimony is full of holes. Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
You have a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter.
Thanks for the point, Judge.
Is that all right with you, little guy? That's condescending.
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of a stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Oh, I'm not sure how exactly where you're going with this.
The
Sorry.
photograph has no footprints.
Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter this story as how the criminal left the scene?
Yeah, so there was only footprints
There's
of
only
Dr.
one set of footprints.
Yeah, and that was from Dr. Eggman over there.
I guess.
Is there an alarm going on in the back somewhere?
I don't think so.
Not mine.
Okay. Let's see.
Unless it's my breathing.
Oh, I just hear like.
Also, if the papers outside.
Oh, it could be because I only hear it when you start talking. Some really good headphones
Little
for me to hear that.
frogs going peep 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 peep.
Yeah, it's that. Okay. Anyway, the only thing that comes to mind is the picture over here, because yeah, it's like there's only footsteps of him there, and was the guy flying?
That was the hint.
All right, we'll go ahead and throw. So we get this one because of explodes gets the point. If he doesn't, he gets penalized. George comes out of nowhere. You were poor. All right, let's see it. Look at this picture. There's points for explodes.
Look at this photograph.
The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints? Also, what did I do? I didn't even say anything.
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene?
He,
Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable and unfunny. I move to strike all of this witness's testimonies from the court record and also revoke his
Damn.
circus license.
I can't remove a circus license, but I agree. The clown's testimony is written as a clown car that he came to court in.
ouch. Wait just a second. You guys can't support everything I've said. Fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time. I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that things are going to get worse before they get better.
Maya cringe is real.
Mr. Lord Curl,
Yes.
the testimony you provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just.
It's just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order. I will have order. Franziska von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, stick that whip up your ass, bitch.
Maya,
What?
watch your language. Watch your language,
No.
Maya.
Let's hear
Now, Cap.
the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Like Trump being president. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth.
Now it's time for our next segment. Mo. No Mo? No more Eeny Meeny is no Mo?
I remember that.
Yeah, you get it. Inside joke. Sorry, chat, you'll never know our passion.
I'll never get it either.
Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw. He... Yep. Here we go. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. Hold on to your pants. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Blind people don't have footprints. Well, they have feet, don't they? I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? You know, there's literally a saying when it comes to crime solving, when all rational arguments cannot explain anything, then the ridiculous must be acceptable. I'm just saying.
Well,
This
that
is literally
was
that case.
I don't think there's a bong big enough in the world that will
Words.
fix this.
Words, George. Words.
As I was saying, I don't think there's a bong big enough to fix this.
You just see the judge like have a protective glass thing, and he pushes it. It's just like the courtroom guys bring out this massive bong and place it on his desk. It's like an emergency bong.
All right, gotta take an emergency snort. Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Max, quit fly. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. He's got a point. Better than proposing to a 16-year-old.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal.
What, you don't watch Batman cartoons?
What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
It's all a dream. His eyes are playing tricks. Yeah, gonna have to go with that. What he just said was so strange. I don't think he would have to make it up.
Which means that he's telling the truth.
That's what I think.
Wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right. Ugh.
Wait, are we penalized? Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. I mean, better that you're saying fool and not the other F word, but sure. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
Excuse
But
me, girlfriend.
Body-possessing
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you kind of throw that out the window when you accept that.
Actually, spiritualism is not actually magic.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. I don't think I'm high enough for that.
You imbecile!
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karmer, case is sound. However, I have a feeling that the case is in dire need of more investigation.
Oh man, we're close to this first part finally. 2 more to go.
Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
No! Wait, that's actually good. We bought some time. Okay, everybody. Well, that's going to do it for us for this week. I'll probably have to make this into a 2-part. I didn't realize that we were going to end so soon. But next week, we'll go ahead and resume with this case for day 2 in its entirety and see what happens there and then. But we'll go ahead and save it here, if I'm able to save it. Yeah, let me just save. Yeah, thank you. And we'll see you guys for the next episode of more Phoenix Wright. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.